one of the driving costs in a warehouse is finding things. You know, you spend a tremendous amount of your money in running a warehouse, paying people to look for things.
Yeah.
And so knowing that, I built this device. It's a very simple device. You know, if you turn it on, it looks ridiculous, really. It's the 2 lines of text, you know. You can scroll, the light comes on, that's it. But the key thing about this crazy-looking device is that it's connected to the internet.
Okay.
It's an IoT device, an Internet of Things device. And what does being connected to the internet really mean? What it means is that you can turn this device on remotely and paint the display with whatever you want at any time from anywhere in the world. So if you think about that in terms of a warehouse and looking for things, that means that you can have these in different places of your warehouse and you can activate them and get them to give messages at any time about what's going on in the warehouse. So for example, you might think of a pick-to-light situation where you've got a whole bunch of, you know, racks, indistinguishable items on the racks, and a picker's trying to figure out which one he needs to go and pick. Well, you can put his name on here. You can play a little tune. You see it has a little mic, speaker in there. And you can tell him what quantity to pick and where to go because the device lights up and says, hey, over here. So that way you can use it as a pick-to-light. Similarly, sort of in a converse, you can use it as a put-to-light. So for example, if you've got a mobile cart, like this cart you see behind you here, and you're going through the warehouse collecting items for an order, you can have this attached to the cart. And then, you know, when you're picking a particular order, it can say, okay, put that item, that SKU number, into this location for this customer. That would be a put-to-light scenario. So those are so there's some basics, but of course you can use it for kitting, right? If you're in a manufacturing environment and you've got 5 different items you need to assemble, well, you might have one of these, each of those 5 locations telling you which piece to pick. So it's an assistive device. But there are also other things that it does. For example, when you push the button, there's a default piece of information that it stores there. And in fact, you can push it multiple times. It'll scroll through several pieces of information. So for example, you can store in here an order ID. If you think of the put-to-light scenario that I was telling you about, let's say each of those cartons over there represents an order, and you've got a device associated with each carton. Maybe you've got in here the order ID, and then maybe you push the button again, it's got the shipping information for that order. That way you know, okay, this is going UPS, got to expedite it, or it's got to go in that lane, it's going UPS. Or maybe right at shipping time, right, you're getting close to the shipping cutoff. Well, all those devices that are going UPS, all of a sudden they start lighting up, flashing, saying, hey, 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 I gotta go, I gotta go. You better finish the order.